Oh, happy Monday, happy bank holiday Monday for those of you watching us in the UK, and just happy Monday for everybody else wherever you're watching from. I have been looking forward to this masterclass for weeks. I absolutely love our favour boxes, and what I said was I want to do a masterclass and so that I've got time to demonstrate everyone right from start to finish, take any crafty questions that you've got, show you all my little tips and tricks that I do with them. So literally for the next 2 hours, we are doing full on little trinket boxes masterclasses. So I'm going to show you all the different types that we've got. I'm going to make one of each, and I'm going to make it right from the beginning so that you can watch and follow step by step. This one here is the first one I'm going to be doing. How gorgeous is this? They've all got fancy names. I can't remember any of them, but it doesn't matter. We're going to start off with this one. I'm also going to show you, now this is where we start getting quite fancy, the ones with the inner folds, but trust me, I'm going to show you how to do it and how to get a perfect finish. These little carton ones, this is like a little gift carton gift box. These are brilliant if, like me, you've been making like baked goodies. So you want to do some baked goodies and then put in, this would hold a couple of nice, come on, you get open here. This would be really nice to hold a couple of like little cookies, or would just hold about a dozen pieces of fudge there, I reckon. Joe would let me know. And oh, I'm going to do this one as well. I'm going to do all of them. I'm going to show you all the different types that we have. Now, here's the thing. If you already have these favour boxes, why not get your Gemini out, get the dies out, and let's do it together. And because I'm going to do them in real time, you can do them at the same time as me, and then you can send us all your pictures in of how you're getting on, or maybe you've already made some of these. Get them out, take a couple of pictures, send them in, because we want this to be an interactive show. We want you to come and chat with us. Well, I want you to come and chat with Joe. Joe will relay the chat through to me and then send us through your pictures. Is that a good plan, Joe?
Oh, that sounds like the best plan. Absolutely, it does. I can see there's hundreds of you already over on Facebook. That is where I am monitoring the conversation at the moment. So, Crafters TV on Facebook. Any questions that you've got, any pictures you want to send us, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you can send them into. We know that, well, tens of thousands of people own these die collections, so we would love to see some of the things that you've been making. I'm sure a load of you super fans have got loads of things that you've been making with these. Now I want to run you through them because they are absolutely gorgeous, and there's a few different ways of you getting hold of these. Before I do that, let me just give you a heads up on something. Oh yeah, it's back. Now I know on Thursday we completely sold out of the tacky glue, the deal with the tacky glue, where you get the all-purpose free of charge, and we said we wouldn't be allowed to bring it back. The reason we said we weren't going to bring it back was because me and Sarah had a conversation with the people over at HQ and said, can we bring that back? And they said no, sorry, because the problem is that we can only get so much of these in stock. So the problem is when we do these deals, they sell through so fast that then we don't have any. I don't think that people realise that this glue deal was actually on the show today. However, take advantage of it. I know a lot of it's gone already, but you buy the tacky glue, you get the all-purpose free of charge. We very rarely do any kind of discounting on our core product, so definitely grab that whilst we have it. Who knows when that will be back in stock. So many of you have been waiting for the collar to come back in stock. So many of you missed out on Thursday on a double cartload day. It's back in stock right now, but 20%, a fifth of the stock has already sold out and gone. I know loads of you will be jumping that. Just to let you know, we have less than half of the amount of stock of that bundle loaded today as we did on Thursday, to give you an idea of how quickly that's going to sell out. Now let's move on to the favour boxes themselves. These are, I love anything construction. I just think it's amazing that you're able to take a flat piece of cardstock and you turn it into one of these gorgeous three-dimensional boxes. That is because the boffins at Crafter's Companion have done all the work for you. So, a few different ways of getting a hold of these. So you've got, firstly, the honeycomb, which is this one here at the top. I'll run you through them first. And this is going to enable you to make these gorgeous little round boxes. Remember, you can cut panels into them so they're see-through, or you can just decorate them on the outside. Wonderful for little things like homemade soaps or potpourri. So that's your honeycomb. You've then got as well this one here, which is your gift carton box. Ideal, as Sarah said, for a dozen small pieces of fudge, I should think. I've gone a little wild fudge chase trying to find that one. Then you've got your bonbon, which is this one here. How pretty is this one? And then finally, you've got your trinket box, which is this one just here. Now, there's a few different ways of you getting a hold of these. If you want to go for them individually, I wouldn't recommend that because they're $34.99 or $39.95 if you get them individually. However, if you want to get two, you can. So you can get any two of these for £50 or $60. That is fantastic value for money, but I know what you super fans are like, and you'll be saying, well, I've made my mind up, I'm going to get them, and if I'm going to get them, I'm going to get absolutely all of them. And that is the details that are on the side of your screen here. What we do is, when you buy them all together, we're going to give you, effectively, the heat-resistant acetate and also the Centura Pearl Snow White Hint of Silver free of charge within that bundle, which is fantastic. The combined value, it means that you're saving on the big bundle £46 or $51 when you buy it in this configuration just here, which is fantastic. Gemini Favour Box Selection gets you absolutely all of them. Right, now I need to move on and share with you some other deals that we've got on the show. Now, we've got some great sentiments on the show. Let me show you the kind of things that these are going to create. I love the font that you've got here. So you can see that here. Just for you, is also in there with Happy and Special Day, and these are the kind of things that you can create. So they're really, really beautiful. There's a few different selections of these. So you've got Happy Anniversary just for you on your special day is one selection there, £13.50. You've also then got Congratulations, Thank You So Much, and Special Friend, which is another collection. And then finally what you have is Sent With Love, Happy Birthday, and Best Wishes. However, again, I know so many of you love to get the whole thing. So when you buy them all together, we give you an extra £5 off of what we were already saving you, which is fantastic. So you're saving over 30% on those when you get them. Can I just quickly let you know something else that's on? I'm not going to go through all of the packs, I'm going to say go to the website. Now, we had some A3. I know you guys, you've been nagging in a good way about A3 cardstock. We did have some A3 pastel cardstock. It sold out just before we came to air. What I can tell you is we have a 4 for 30 or 42 on the website, and we do have the A3 Hints of Silver in stock over there right now. There's loads of other great products that you can mix and match with. So our luxury card packs are Hint of Golds, and you've also got the blues over there, but also our Centura Pearl Darks, Pastels and Trends. You can mix and match those in A4 with that as well. Right, let me just dive back into the comments really quickly and see who is tuning in and saying hello. I can see there's hundreds of you already there this morning. Sam is here. Lynn, good morning, Lynn. Helen saying hi. Diane, Debbie, Gwen, Kirsten. I can see all the regulars are in. I would love to know if you've got these dies, and if you have, please send us some photos. Studio, I should say, at craftscompanion.co.uk. Anyway, how are you this bank holiday Monday morning, Sara? Are you doing well? You've had a busy morning, haven't you?
I have had a busy morning. I've been on Create and Craft this morning. See, the beauty is we can stream live from our studio here through the medium. Do we use Zoom or Skype with them, guys? I can never remember, but we literally use one of those bits of technology, and I can go into their studio and be broadcast out to you, just as though I were in the studio. So I've had a lovely morning launching the brand new big foil sentiments. So I'm going to have those on Monday Makers later this afternoon. So if you're wanting to see a little bit more about them, or if you're watching in the US and you obviously aren't able to get Create and Craft, don't worry, I'm going to be doing all them demonstrations for you in Monday Makers this afternoon as well. Now, do you think I can just get started, John? Just kind of go for it.
Let's.
Yeah, right. So I'm going to start with that trinket box first. Now, can you see? This is the trinket box. I'm going to show you a couple of different options. When you look at the die set, here's the die set for you here. So can you see? This is the pattern that it makes. You've got here, this is what we call the worker die. So when I lift this out, this one here is the worker die. You've got two worker dies for this one that does the lid, one that does the base, and they all work. If I just get this onto some plain white cardstock for you, they all work in the same way in terms of we're going to cut it out twice and connect them together. Now all these extra bits, Joe, can you see you've got like an outer and then a cut in. These are like creator cards. So if you want to do, for example, this shorter box here, can you see it's going to cut in the pattern? So this has been cut in, cut out, stuck on the top, or when we get to some of the other ones, and I'll do this later in my demos, they're actually cut in to the front of the box. How awesome does that look? Where it's being cut into the actual box itself. So a couple of different options when it comes to doing these. If you are going for that big bumper collection, you also get the acetate. So I've included, this is the exact acetate that's been made from that's on the show. How incredible do the boxes look when they're made in acetate? They really look gorgeous and they hold their strength. So again, this one here as well, I'll let you have a little look from the close-up here. Can you see that is holding its strength absolutely beautifully because you get those neat rounded edges. So we'll have a little go with some of that a little bit later on as well. I'll try and cover off all of it, but I'm going to start with the kind of basics first, and I'm going to try and do something really simplistic because I want you, if you're watching at home, I want to know, by the way, if you've got these trinket boxes, if you've got any of these dies, definitely send us pictures if you've got them. But even if you're not sending us pictures, let us know if you've already got these and if you've had a go at making them, because I think if you haven't, it's going to be so simple to do these.
Questions coming in already, Sara. With these four collections, do we need our big Gemini, or can we put some of these through our Gemini Junior?
Let me get that Junior plate up and show you. Can you see these are going to fit perfectly in your Junior? So Wonderful. Can you see this is going to fit wonderfully well? I'm going to do it on the big Gemini because it means I can cut it two at once, but they're all going to fit into your Junior as well. Or if you might have to cut a little bit and then move it up a little bit. Fantastic. Right, let's have a look. What I'll do is I'll cut it the way I would regularly for this one and hold it with a little bit of tape. So what I'm going to do is just hold this with a little bit of tape. I'm doing just, bear in mind, we're starting from the very, very beginning. So I'm going very simplistic with you. I'm going to cut these out. So we're going through the base card into the cutting plate. We're going to put our clear cutting plate on the top, then the magnetic, then the top plate, and we're ready to go through the machine.
Wonderful. Just to let you know, a lot of people are saying the acetate, is it available on its own? It is available on its own. It's really, really busy individually as well. Pop yourself across to the website where you can watch and shop at the same time, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au, and you can watch Sara's amazing demos and make sure you don't miss out on any of those bargains as well at the same time.
Well, also, if there's anything people want to see today, Joe, oh, look at that! I think I had a bit of pattern stuff on my top plate there. If there's anything people specifically want to see within this, Joe, please let me know. I am taking requests. Right?
Fantastic.
Now, can you see, this has put all the score lines in. What I like to do is I always fold the score lines away from myself. So whereas, if you imagine where it's cut on, don't fold it backwards. If you think about this, and you know, I'm going to explain this because it's something brilliant to explain to people. When you look at a piece of cardstock, right, I'll wait till you've got me in there so you can see us. Let's have a look. Right, so when you are looking at the cardstock, if you think about it, you've got a flat piece of cardstock and you take your scoring tool and score down the middle. So what that does is that puts the fibres of the paper under a lot of pressure here. So this is where you get the indentation. And then what happens is you should fold it around like this, because this is where you've extended and expanded all those fibres, so that when you fold it around, they go around the bend. If you do it the other way, so if you score along the top and then you put the fibres under here, they're under a lot of pressure already. If you then try and fold it this way, you're going to get that cracking like this. So that's why when we've scored on the top, I never fold it backwards like this. I always fold it upside down and then give it a nice kind of burnish crease line like that. So all I'm going to do, Joe, is go through and burnish all of the edges. And I've actually cut 2 of these out. So I'm going to get another one cut out, and then fold and burnish all these crease lines. So as long as you can see what I'm doing, you are free to let me know what everybody's been saying about these.
There's loads of chatter in the comments, which is lovely. But I think it's going to be, again, one of those days, I don't know if you joined us yesterday, where I struggle to keep you all abreast of what is going on, because it is really, really busy. Immediately this morning, I need to let you know about, the sentiment dies that I shared with you, expression ones. The third bundle that we have for you, the Sent With Love, Happy Birthday and Best Wishes. A lot of the stock's gone there, 25% already, over 25% I'm hearing now. So we're having a very, very busy start there. It's also incredibly busy, we couldn't quite believe it when we came in this morning, could we, Sara, about this glue bun? I came in and I was like, you're not going to believe it, you're not going to believe it. The glue's back on the show.
And the good news for everybody is Bank Holiday Monday, so there's nobody in to do anything about it.
Absolutely, nothing that anyone can do. I know a fifth of the stock's gone there, but the glue's very, very busy. You buy the tacky glue, we give you the all-purpose completely free, which is amazing. Loads of you letting me know that you've got these boxes as well, which is fantastic. Beth's got them on order. Diane says she's out of bed and in her craft room. She has 2 of the 4 boxes, and she's finally opening them up today and crafting along, which is exactly what we want. Jennifer's got the bonbon and the gift card, and we'd love you to send us a picture, Jennifer. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Julie saying good morning from Ohio. Ohio, Julie. I've got a new one as well. If you're from Iowa, you ready? You're going to like this one, Sara.
Go on.
Iowa.
Does anyone actually watch from Iowa, or is that just you making that up?
No one. I'm waiting for someone to say they're from Iowa so I can use it, but I've been sat on it for like a week now, so I thought I'd just wheel it out anyway. Jenny, our TV manager, gave me that one, so shout out to Jenny. Iowa. Now,
I can just picture her saying that.
Yeah, the Trends A4 cardstock. Congratulations if you got it. It has sold out and gone. Remember, we've got that mix and match on the website. Any 4 of those card packs there for £30 or $42. So great time today to get stocked up on all of our cardstock. Got luxury cardstock in there. We've got A3 cardstock. We've got some of our luxury card packs in there as well. So there's loads of you, loads for you in there to get stocked up on. Who watched our Second Chance Sunday show yesterday? That's what I'd like to know. You watched it, of course you did. You were here. But if you did watch it, I'd love to know what you loved about it. Did you watch it? Did you enjoy it? Did you get stocked up on anything? Remember as well, that's not the only new show. Well, we're saying that the Craft House is a new... I'll tell you all about it in a minute, because I have a feeling that... Oh, Sara's moving on to her base. It's absolutely fine. the craft house is...
I don't mind interrupting you, Joe, if I need to tell them something. That's no problem at all for me.
I know that. We have that kind of relationship. It's all good. Now, on Friday, what we'll be doing, of course, is bringing back the craft house for you, which we are so excited about. The craft house used to come to you every once a month, sort of, and it was usually on a Friday where we'd invite other crafty experts in for you. We were bringing it back, but we're bringing it back every single week, and it all kicks off this week. It'll be 2 hours for you, 4 p.m. on a Friday, 11 a.m. Of course, if you're on the East Coast, and we're kicking it off with one of our great brands that we stock on our website called Hunky Dory. Now, if you're in the UK, you'll know exactly who they are and who Anne-Marie is, but if you're in the US, then you might not be so familiar with them. They do gorgeous, gorgeous crafty bits, and they will be here via the power of Skype on Friday, and I'll be here, and Sara will be in the studio as well. It's going to be like a little party, isn't it, Sara?
Well, it's going to be all of us, Joe. It's great because I'm going to be doing some demoing, Anne-Marie's going to be doing some demoing, you're going to be doing some chit-chatting, I'm going to be doing some chit-chatting, Anne-Marie's going to be doing some chit-chatting. It's like, I always like how you explain it, it's like having your friends round for tea, it's when your friends do different crafts. So Hunky Dory, for those of you watching in the US and don't know, are world famous for their incredible quality design and cardstock. I've had them on HSN before. We've brought their products to HSN, so I'm really excited to do a whole show just on Hunky Dory in the craft house. It's going to be awesome. So right, am I all right just to show everyone where we've got up to? Because I've got my glue in the way here. I feel like that's kind of teasing you a little bit because, it's not going to last the show, is it not, Joe?
A quarter of that's gone, Sara, already, so maybe put it away somewhere.
I'll tease you. Yes, you buy one, you get one free. So, right, here we go. So I've just stuck the box together, and I've used tacky for the bases and for the lid where the two parts went together. But can you see it then holds together? It's just going to give me this lovely solid base. I use the tape pen for the edges for speed, but the tacky when we're layering up, and that gives me the base box to start with. Now what you're going to do is you're going to come in and you're going to use all of these extra pieces. I'm not going to cut in with this one. I'm going to cut pieces out. So these here, what you're going to do is you're going to just get a little bit of cardstock. In fact, I might bring in my Gemini Mini because it's going to be really quick and simple to do with the Gemini Mini. And I'm just going to cut this to... Here we go. It's so nice when you've got everything to hand, Joe. I kind of feel like you guys come here into our craft room. This started off, where we used to do all of our prep work for the Create and Craft shows and the HSN shows. We used to get everything ready from in here. And now you get to come in here and you just get to do the show with us straight away. So it's brilliant just having everything to hand. And, if we want to try something a little bit different, that's why if you say to me, would you be able to show us this, Sara, or could you explain how that works, we can absolutely do that because we've got everything ready here. So what I'm doing is I'm just popping all these little bits in, Joe, cutting all these pieces out. So these are all matted and layered to be exactly the right size to go on the edge of our box. So you see this here is the one that fits on there like that. And then this one here is the one that fits perfectly on there. This next one is going to fit perfectly on the top. I'm just going to have a go and cut them all out, Joe, and then I've also got some, I've ran some of them through an embossing folder so you can see the nice embossed design too.
Beautiful. Loads of you talking about Barbie makes me laugh. I feel like we may have ruined Barbie's sleep pattern somehow. Are you ready for this? Because I believe Barbie might be in Hawaii. If she's not in Hawaii, then she's on the West Coast. So I mean, the time difference is vast. Let's put it that way. She says I had to watch it after it was on, talking about Second Chance Sunday, because I stayed up for the warehouse sale. So I fell asleep during the last hour, and then I slept for 15 hours. Needless to say, I'm awake now. We are sorry, Barbie. We're really sorry.
I am absolutely blown away by the notion that people in different places in the world are literally watching us at random times of day and changing their sleeping habits just so that they can come and watch live with us during the show. Do you know how awesome that makes us feel,
It's
guys?
great, isn't it? It really is.
Absolutely
Sorry, Barbie's
brilliant.
in California. Excuse me. I knew it was a long way away. She also says as well, she's up today swatching all of her markers and pens.
03:23 in California.
It's really early. She's up today swatching all her markers and pens, waiting on a metallic marker, so leaving space for them in the book as well. Oh, have a guess who's watching us?
Oh, Laura from Stanford.
Not Laura from Stanford. No. Debbie.
Oh,
Right.
Debbie.
How are you, Debbie?
Oh, hey, Debs.
Now, me and Debbie are going to be together. We're going to be together on Wednesday night. We'll be here together for Creative Cravings. I think we might be having a bit of wine time back at the house together after that as well.
Oh.
And then I might even cook a dinner, actually.
Oh.
And then we are together on Thursday morning as well for the Cartload preview. So I can't wait for that, Debbie. I am so excited. Can't wait to see you. Barbie says, you guys are worth it. It's 3 a.m. here. We appreciate it. We really, really do. Very busy for that glue bundle. Very busy now as well, Sarah, on the buy the collection. Remember, when you buy all 4 of these, we're going to give you the Snow White cardstock and the acetate pretty much for free, which is fantastic, isn't it?
So, should we tell everybody, Joe? Because people might not know how we kind of set up here. So for those of you watching everywhere else in the world, actually for those of you even watching here in the UK, so we're up in the northeast of England, right? So our Debbie...
Where the weather is tropical.
Positively tropical at the moment. So our Debbie, Debbie is going to be with us in the week. Debbie actually started working for us. She took a job working in one of our stores, which is based in Chesterfield, which is in... I always say the middle of the country, and that other people think that's hilarious because people would still think it was up north.
Oh, it's very north for me.
It's about an hour south of here anyway. So Debbie, that's where Debbie lives, near our Chesterfield store there. But when Debbie got promoted, you see, and became one of our crafting specialists, teaching people how to craft on TV, not just in one of our stores, that means she needs to go to Peterborough a lot, which is where we do the Create and Craft shows, because Debbie was on Create and Craft with me this morning, and is on Create and Craft again later this afternoon. So as well as that, when she comes up to the office here, we have a special little Crafters TV flat, don't we, Joe?
Well,
so
it's not a flat.
House.
It's a 3-story house. There's the Joe Rembrandt Suite, which is also the name for my bedroom. It's very swanky. We have a lovely little dining room with a big table and chairs. We sit and have dinner. It's gorgeous. You'll have to come round for tea one evening, Sarah.
I'll have to, won't I? did call round at the weekend for the first time. I didn't know which one it was. I called round and dropped Joe. I'd made him a little batch of fudge, which lasted all of 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yes, 5 seconds.
5 seconds. Well, I was being polite for you, Joe. So, yes, so you see, that's why we the party kind of continues at, what should we call it? Casa Companions, Casa Crafters or whatever. It needs a special name, doesn't it? But anyway, yes, I feel very jealous that, so when Debbie's up, instead of staying at a hotel, it's much nicer that we get to stay at our Crafters Companion house. And you can go, I just feel like that's where all the fun happens, and especially if you're cooking tea, Joe.
Maybe you could win a stay. We could give...
win a stay.
Win a stay.
Crafters Companion house. I love it. Brilliant. Right, let's have a little look. I've almost finished that one. This here, by the way, you don't need to see me cutting all these bits out. All I've done, cut these 3, well, there's 4 of them, isn't there? But I've just used 3 of them and done like a little flower to layer up on the top. Just layered that up because I wanted, oh, crikey, look at that big, I've got a big bit coming out. Yeah, that's not, I need to start and get the right top for that, Joan, so that it'll stick on. But how nice does that look? Oh, and then do you know what else you can do? This here is a little tag. So you can cut out the little tag, and then you've also got the words just for you. So the idea is, you see, oh, that one's got thank you in that set. But if you wanted to cut out the tag and the just for you, I've actually done mine with a little for you. So can you see that there? I'm just going to lift this off, put this through back through there, and then put that off there, and now it's got the little for you. And when I make the next batch of fudge, I'm going to pop a little bit in there and just leave that for Leanne. So I got a lot of abuse for not saving Leanne some last time, let's just say.
Absolutely, you did. Do you know what I love about these boxes, Sarah? Is yes,
what?
You've got the core shape there, but depending on how you decorate these, really transforms them. Whether you're going to use your mirror card, your matte mirror, your glitter card, are you going to use your pattern papers? What colours themes are you going to go with? Are you going to embellish it? Are you going to leave it plain? There's so much so many options, and they're so customisable that you're going to get something really, really perfect for whatever you are, for whatever you're crafting for. Now, there's different ways of you getting these. Now, there's 4 different options, remember. So you have the honeycomb favour box, which is this one just here. This beautiful 6-sided box. It's been so beautifully decorated, this one. You also then have the gift carton box, which is this one here. I love this one with some pattern papers and also a little bit of ribbon on there. So that is your other option. We then have this one here, which is the bonbon box. Oh, I love bonbons, which is that one. And then finally, the one that you've just seen Sara make was the trinket box. I love how someone's used these beautiful panels here to decorate it. Remember, you're getting the die that's going to enable you to create that base structure. You're then getting all the panels that you need to decorate it as well. How would you do that normally? I think it would be pretty impossible. You need to be a mathematician to do that with a scoreboard. Now, if you want to go for them individually, they're available individually for you. They're $34.99 individually or $39.95. So don't do that deal. The best deal to go for would be the 2-4 deal that you've got there. So you can go for any 2 of these. Just get any 2 in your basket. And they'll be £50 or $60, which is a great deal. However, if you buy all 4 of them together, then we're going to give you even more goodies, because we're then going to throw into there. I mean, I don't know how we made the deal any better, to be fair, but we have. We can put some acetate in there for you, and we're going to put that gorgeous snow white hint of silver in there as well. £100 or $120 gets you all of those. Loads of you commenting along. I'm going to dive into these comments, but remember, if you want to watch it shop at the same time, it's really easy. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now, if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. All the details there of how you can watch and shop at the same time. I'd usually moan about feeling very ungroomed after that piece of video, but I don't know if you can tell, but I went to trim my beard last night and had a bit of a mishap. I had the wrong guard on. I thought I had number 3 on, I had number 2 on. It was like, I feel like I felt kind of naked afterwards, I must say. Maybe it doesn't look so bad. It's still pretty long, isn't it? Right, I want to just let you know and give you a heads up on some of those expression dies. They're really, really busy. There is a multi-buy, but you can also get them in packs of 3 as well. Now, this one here, this is your on your special day, just for you. Happy anniversary. Very busy on that one. £13.50 or $17.50 if you want to get that one. The next option for you is this one here. Special friend, thank you so much and congratulations. That one's £12.50 or $17. And the final one that we've got for you is sent with love, best wishes and happy birthday. This is the one that you're going to have to be quick for because a third of the stock of this one has now sold out and gone. So please do not dilly, do not dally if that is the one that you'd like to grab hold of. The best value though, of course, is to get all 9 of them together. Now, they were great deals individually in the smaller bundles. When you buy them all together, we take an extra £5 and an extra $10 off of those, which is fantastic. So you're saving £15 or nearly $30 actually there. So really great value for money. Don't forget about the glues as well. Always so busy. Well, I think on Thursday was the first time I've ever seen us do this deal for you, whereby you buy the tacky glue, which is this one just here, and then what we do is we give you the Call Out All Purpose completely free of charge. Now, we've been waiting so long to get our glues back in stock on our website. How we've managed to get this deal for you, I don't know. Well over a quarter of the stock now, though, has sold out and gone. So do grab those. And these are going to be perfect. And actually, these might go well. Would you use the red liner with these as well, Sara? Is there a place for sort of all of these? Because we've got the red liner on the show for you as well.
Oh, the red liner is brilliant for these boxes. Now, you notice I'm doing them with the tape pens, right? if you want to make sure they are perfectly stuck, or if you want to make them out of acetate to begin with, red liner, fantastic. Look at the bundle, £4 or $8. Just get that, whatever you're ordering today, just add that in as well, because the red liner tape is so handy. And so, well, to be honest, add that in and add a couple of the glue sets in. We were not supposed to have that glue set. It was supposed to be a one-off for Thursday. We just came in this morning and Joe was like, you'll never believe what's on this show. It's not supposed to be. And I was like, no, it's not. But because it's Bank Holiday Monday here in the UK, there's nobody here to change it. So it's like it's a weekend day. So to be honest, just take advantage of it while we've got it, because when that's gone, we're not supposed to have that deal now. So I know, well, I've also seen how much of the stock's gone in general of the pallet loads that arrived at our warehouse. Let's just say at Collal, who were based over in France, are trying to make us it as quickly as possible. Right, should we crack on with the next one? So I'm going to do this one. I started you off easy and I've decided I'm going to go from level 1 to level 10 all in one go. Now I know you're looking and thinking, oh my life, that looks way too difficult. There's absolutely no chance I can do that. Wait till you see me show you. This one here, if you're only going for one of the boxes today, and why would you? Why would you spend 35 when you can spend 50 and get two of them? If you're only going for one today, this is the one to do. And if you're actually going for a pair today, I would say this one along with the beginning, because this is so quick and easy to do, this one here. I'll try and squeeze in another demo on that one later with a bit of the acetate. But that one with this one, this is going to give you the really kind of advanced look and feel to it. So we thought we'd do it in the black for a little bit of a change this time. So what I've got is I've got the black cardstock and I'm going to come in. Now it's exactly the same principle as before. You're basically going to cut two of these out. So this is your worker die here. And what we're going to do is we're going to pop this on. This one does need to be on your large Gemini, by the way. We're going to pop this on and we're going to cut through the cardstock into the base. So then you want your clear cutting plate, you want your magnetic, you want your top plate on there. Look, I did spin it. I'm trying to remember to turn and rotate my plates, and through you go. Hey, has anybody had a try with that trick I was telling you about flattening your plates? In case you're watching today and you weren't watching the other day when I was explaining it, if your plates are like bananas, like all of our ones here in the studio are, I took them home. I still haven't done it. I took them home, just before the weekend. And what you need to do is boil the kettle, put them in your sink, with the plug obviously closed or whatever, pour the boiling water so it covers them and put something heavy on top of them, like a brick. I've got like a massive stone out of the garden, and then let the water cool. So about an hour and a half, let that water cool down, take them out. I put mine underneath my bread bin. No, I don't. I put them underneath my chopping board, not bread bin, the flat chopping board. Then I put my Gemini on top and I leave them there overnight. And you'll find not only does it flatten them out, but also all those little, nicks. So mine looks like a road map of Great Britain at the moment. I mean, this one here, can you see all these little nicks that are on there? All of those will smooth out as well. There's a brilliant little technique. Now, what I thought I'd do with this one is show you how you can take it. If you want to take it like a next level again, can you see all of these? These are designed to cut in. So what you can do, if I take, for example, this one here, right? We don't need the outer cut. We just want the inner cut. So I'll pop the outer one back on. And I'm just going to show you this because actually the one I'd planned, I've used these in a different way. I'm just trying to show you different ways you can use these. So what you do is this, you pop on there like that, and then just make sure you hold it in place with a little bit of, I'm just taking the tack off there, a little bit of tape to hold that one in place. Same with the top piece. So taking all of this one off, just popping that on there, and again, going to hold that one in place and send them through the machine now as well.
Very, very busy across pretty much everything on our show today, Sarah, but I need to let you know that a fifth of the stock already of the honeycomb box has sold out and gone. So very, very busy for that one individually. That one will probably be the first one to go. Sue's saying that the boiling water trick definitely works. So that's always good to know. Barbie's saying she's going to try it. Pamela's saying she's put one of her plates in the dish, her oldest plate, in the dishwasher. So I don't know what sort of experiment that is, but she's going to let us know how she gets on, she says.
Please do. That is a whole new one for me, that. The dishwasher.
Not sure about that one. I'll be keen to find out how you get on. Lots of, just to clarify, a lot of people asking again still, Sarah, about whether these can go through their Gemini Junior, these dies.
So this specific one, the honeycomb, can't. The last one that I did, the trinket box one, can. Right, so it's different sizes. And let me just explain, they all can. So all that happens is they are slightly larger than the plate. So what you'd need to do, if you were fudging it to put them through your Gemini Junior, you'd need to cut a little bit, take it out, move it along, and then cut the other part. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yep, brilliant. So let's have a look. I've done the second one here. And then all I'm doing, making sure I'm taking these little pieces off every time. Look how beautifully well they're cutting in, by the way. And I'm going to put the third one on, just moving them along every time. Oh, do make sure you get all of your... Oh, no, you've gone. Do make sure you get all of those little bits and pieces out, because it's not going to cut well if you haven't cleaned out your die. So I'm just going to make sure that one's popped in there. I think it's where I had my little bit of tape on, and that's going to cut in there perfect. All right. So getting all these bits popped through, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these, pop that through, and then do the last cut on there.
I need to let you know, Sarah, the gift carton and the bonbon box also now, a fifth of the stock sold out as well. Lots of you, most of you in fact, going for that big collection that's on your screen there, but the individuals all proving very, very busy as well. Carol says she's put hers in the dishwasher too. What does it do to them? That's what I'd like to know. I can't imagine what happens when you put them through the dishwasher.
That's the first time, genuinely, the first time I've heard that. So I'm really intrigued to see, you know, how has that worked out for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely let us know. Don't forget, keep getting your pictures in. We'd love to know. In fact, you know what I'd love to know? I'd love to know what you would put in these boxes. What's going to go in yours? Mine would definitely be, I would love some of Sarah's Bailey's fudge in my box. That would definitely would be my request. But what would be going in your box? Loads of different ways of using these as well. We hear a lot about people using things like potpourri, especially the ones that have got the holes in the side. You know, you can put lovely little smellies in there.
That's a lovely idea for a bit of potpourri in there. I hadn't thought of that before.
Absolutely. Is there anything to stop you as well? Because obviously they're made from a cardstock, Sarah. So if they were in somewhere like, I don't know, a bathroom, then there's going to be a lot of moisture there. Is there anything to stop you putting on some sort of like sealant over the top of them, like painting on some sort of sealant over it?
Absolutely nothing to stop you at all, Joe. Whatever you fancy doing like that.
Fantastic. Okay, so Barbie says if you take it out when it's really hot, put it under the chopping board, it might work to heat it in the dishwasher. We'll have to try that too. Maybe. Yeah. Let us know how you get on, Barbie, for sure.
Absolutely. Right, I'm cutting a little bit of that acetate, Joe, because I thought what I'd do is I'd try... let's have a look. I still haven't cut these small enough. Do you know, it's really hard to see the acetate under these studio lights. So, right, let's get this. Let's make sure this is the right width. So look what I'm going to do, Joe. I'm cutting 3 pieces of acetate at once with that base piece. So I'm just going to pop that one through my Gemini Mini, and then they should be exactly the right thickness. Yes. So that's just going to go through the edge. Let's have a little look. So, do you know what? Sometimes, yeah, it just wants a little bit of extra pressure. So watch this. I'm going to add in a little bit of extra cardstock behind. You'll sometimes find this. There, I'll put a bit of coloured card behind so that you can see it. You'll sometimes find when you're cutting acetate, really what you want to do is cut metal into metal. That is going to give you the best kind of finish on this. But I'm trying to be, let's have a look, I'm determined to try and get the acetate cut through with my Gemini Mini. So in which case you do just want, yeah, let's see if this is going to do the trick. Oh, so let's have a look. And if it won't, we'll just have to pop them through the big machine. I am just being a little bit lazy here and want to try and speed this up, right? So, yes, here we go. So look at the difference that's made, Joe. When we put the extra sheet in, we've then been able to cut through. Look at that, it hasn't got all the way at the end, but we've got through most of it. So let's have a little look with these here. And let's have a little look. I'm terrified I can't see them in a second, Joe. Right, dotty tape pen. So your dotty tape pen is going behind, oh, that one's right at the end. Dotty tape pen is going behind this part here. Can you see? Now, I'm using the dotty tape pen for speed, and because I haven't got any red liner here. If you send me some of that red liner over, Joe, I'll show you how brilliant the red liner.
Oh, I don't think it's in a bit of a. I'll just pop it.
I'll just pop it on the edge.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, I tell you what, I was waiting for that. That was a little bit of excitement there. So look at this. Now, this is the acetate. The acetate comes in that big bundle. So if you don't already have it, let's just get one of these cut ready. Right, so that acetate, I've specifically picked for you the heat resistant, which means if you want to emboss it, it's going to emboss absolutely brilliant. So if you wanted to, put some of your, whatchamacallit on, so embossing powder, and do some embossing onto it, would emboss an absolute treat. Now look at this. Now this isn't even the demo I'd planned, but I quite like this. Do you know what I'm going to do, Joe? I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do another one of these and do the 2 pieces. So you don't need to hear me explaining again what I'm doing, because it's exactly the same thing again. But if you can just let me know if anyone's got questions. I'm happy to chit-chat, Joe, at the same time, but as long as you know what I'm doing, you really don't need to hear me.
Jan is saying that she melted hers. Don't put them in the oven. Definitely don't put your Gemini plates in the oven. Not a good look. Evelyn saying hi from Colorado. Lynn is saying, maybe can I have a box of with some of Sara's fudge in it, please? I'm not sure how well it'll travel all the way down to Essex, but who knows? Some people are suggesting maybe even it could be the Club Inspire platinum gift for Christmas this year.
Do you know how long it takes me to make it, right? Because the recipe that I follow, I literally hand whisk it. So I tried, Joe, I promised Joe I would make him some a few weeks ago, and so I tried to be lazy, and instead of whisking it by hand, I put it in my Kenwood mixer instead, thinking I was being really clever. And actually, do you know what happened? It didn't set. And then I took it out and I tried to reboil it and do it again, and then I burnt it. So my dad got burnt fudge, and my dad was eating the burnt Bailey's fudge for a week and a half. And actually, I told him it was Bailey's toffee, because that was the best I could do. So we're using the burnt Bailey's fudge, and but if you are doing it, do you want my little recipe? Do you want me to give you the recipe?
Oh, well, Barbara's actually just saying, I want Sara's fudge recipe. So yes, please. Right, grab a pen, Barbie.
Have you got a pen ready?
Anyway, so you don't need to worry.
Right. So you need the 395 gram tin of carnation. So condensed milk, in case it's not carnation in the US. So you need a tin of condensed milk. Then you need 125 grams. So if you're one of your little bars, it's just less than half of butter, right? So how much is that in ounces? I'm sorry, US people, I kind of have it. I only have it in grams, right? So you'll be able to convert it, but half of a regular bar of butter, basically, right? And you melt all that together. Then you put 450 grams of brown sugar. So
sounds really low fat and low sugar.
Yep, this is the low calorie option, Joe. Yeah, absolutely. As long as you don't count, well, let's not worry about that. So I'm just getting another sheet of black card while we're going. So 450 grams of the brown sugar, and then melt all that together, and then pour 150 ml of Bailey's. So bring it all to the boil, stirring continuously, bring it to the boil. And then once it's at the boil, keep stirring for between 10 and 15 minutes. So you keep it boiling and keep stirring. It wants to bubble over, so keep it on a relatively low heat, but keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Then when it finishes, when you had done 10 or 15 minutes, take it off and set a timer for 5 minutes. So leave it to cool for 5 minutes. Then
in the pan?
In the pan, yep. Right. Then after 5 minutes, what you can do is you take it off and then whisk it. And I mean, just with a wooden spoon, but whisk it, whisk it, whisk it, whisk it, whisk it. Trust me, you'll be sick of whisking it. But this is where, if you don't do that, it won't be as good. So I've tried doing cheat ways and everything like that. Best way is just to literally hand whisk it, and it will turn out absolutely perfect. So hand whisk it for a good 10 to 15 minutes again. And then you just turn it out into a little tray and leave it to cool. I did force cool mine the other day. I popped it in the freezer because I knew I was driving past your house. I wanted to drop some off, Joe.
Well, it was absolutely delicious. I can tell you, it was wonderful, as it always is. the dishwasher heats them. This is Carol now as well. You just need to remember to take them out whilst it's still hot and put them under something heavy. So there you go. A great way of doing that. Now the cardstock deal, really, really busy that we've got for you. Remember, loads of you have been asking me about A3 cardstock over on social media all the time. We've got some in stock for you, and it's on a 4-4 deal at the minute. So it's 4 for £30 or $42. Now you can go for this. This is the A3 Hint of Silver. It's in stock right now on our website, but really, really busy for that one. We've also got as well things like the Trends available in the A4. There's some of our luxury cardstock is there as well. There's loads there for you over on the website. So pop across, shop the show. Oh no. Trends is sold out in the A4. What was the other one that sold out in the A4 earlier as well? That's the second sellout. The pastels are sold out in the A... Is it... The A3 pastels are sold out. It's very, very busy over on that website, so make sure you get over there. I'm going to be giving you a little look soon, Sarah, as well, at Craft Vault. We're going to do it halfway. We're going rogue.
We're going rogue.
We're tearing up the rule book today.
Well, it's Bank Holiday Monday. There's nobody to tell us off, Joe, is there not?
No, absolutely not. Also, I need to just quickly say, who is it? Danny said as well, do we have the deal still with all the plates and the bag for the Gemini? Well, actually, I don't think we do. Now, there is a deal from yesterday's Second Chance Sunday where you can get the 2 clear plates and the plastic shim. But are you saying you'd like us to bring that deal back? So, I mean, maybe we could bring it back for Second Chance Sunday. Shall I see what I can do? Shall I send an email after the show, Danny, and see if we can make that? I can't promise anything, so I'm not sure we have all the elements in stock. But I will send an email today and see if we can get that back in stock. Michael's messaged me, hi Joe, my granddaughter was concerned after her bike ride there was no Sara fudge on her doorstep, unlike yourself at the weekend. I think people are thinking this is... I love that Sarah's turning into some sort of like fudge-based Father Christmas now, going up and down the land, leaving it on doorsteps after you've been on a bike ride. It's not quite how it works, is it, Sarah?
Well, but it kind of was for a few people. No, so basically my dad loves Bailey's fudge. Well, just my dad loves any of the fudge that I make. So, yes, so I've been baking. I mean, this is our Sunday morning thing, generally. I do it on Saturday morning this week, though. If you saw my Instagram, I have ABBA Gold on, blaring out through the Alexa at the top of my voice. Kids are going mad because they want Baby Shark on and I've got ABBA Gold. Or our Charlie likes to sing along to Elton John, I'm Still Standing. So
he's very good at it.
He's very good. It's all Alexa plays in our house. So they have Baby Shark and I'm Still Standing on. I've got ABBA Gold on for a bit. I'm there. I was making scones this weekend. I was doing, so I did cheese scones for the first time this weekend. Wow. I'd never done cheese scones before. And I normally do savoury ones, you see. So it's quite nice to do something a little bit different. Let's have a look. I'm going to cut. Where's my acetate gone? I'm going to cut my acetate. Here we go. Let's get a new sheet that I cannot see an absolute thing here, Joe.
Loads of you are talking about Sarah's fudge, which is everyone's saying how delicious it sounds. I was just thinking about what you could use with these dies to decorate then, Sarah. There's pretty much everything, isn't there? So will they cut all of your sort of coated cardstock? So your glitters, your mirror boards, all of that sort of stuff. So you can make all of these out of those if you wanted to.
You can make them out of whatever you want, Joe. You really can. This is what I love about them. You can literally, if you can go through your Gemini, you can cut it. No, absolutely no problem at all. You can do them out of all your different materials.
Well, Debbie Fisher has put the cat firmly amongst the pigeons over on Facebook.
Go on.
She says, my daughter has just made us homemade fudge in the slow cooker.
Oh.
And she claims it was the best she's ever had. Now, has Debbie had your fudge? That's what I want to know,
no,
Sarah.
she hasn't. Otherwise, I think she'd be pushing it a little bit to try and claim that. Although, I see where you're going with that, Debbie.
But however, it's an interesting way of doing it in the slow cooker. I've never ever thought about
Debbie,
doing it in there.
send us the recipe. I'm always keen to try another fudge recipe.
Danny
always.
wants to know how on earth you find the time, Sarah.
Do you know what? There's always time for baking. And our Charlie loves to bake as well, so it's a nice family time. So on a Saturday morning, actually, we've been baking. Yeah, actually, we've been baking Saturdays and Sundays, come to think of it. So on a Saturday morning, our Oliver does his karate lesson, and I do, and me and Charlie bake. That's our Saturday morning little ritual. Although he threw a spanner in the works this week as he wanted to do Oliver's karate lesson with him. So, and we say Oliver's karate lesson, it's all on Zoom. So we've all gone completely interactive. So Oliver goes on to his Zoom karate lesson with his teacher.
So is Charlie there like in the same? Is he just sort of just out the side of the shot playing along?
You want to see? It's absolutely hilarious. Go over and have a little look on my Instagram, and I always post pictures of them when they've been doing it. Our little Charlie went this week. He went up in Oliver's old drawer, Oliver's drawer of old clothes, and do you know what he did? He put he got Oliver's white belt out. So he got Oliver's white belt out because he understands that when he's old enough to start learning, he'll be starting from a white belt. So
cute.
He's there with he's got his pyjamas on and his little white belt wrapped around his pyjamas. It was the cutest little thing.
Oh, they are hilarious, the pair of them. I need to just quickly remind you of that glue deal as well. I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but it is so incredibly busy because you buy the tacky glue, you get the all-purpose completely free of charge. Never did I think we'd be giving away Collal glue. Details are there on the screen for you. £5, which is, well, the tacky would normally be $4.99. This one would normally be $2.99. You buy one, you get one free, which is fantastic. £5 or $9, over 35% off. I know a lot of the stock there has sold out and gone. And we'll be doing a craft vault in just a few minutes' time as well. Do you know why we're doing the craft vault early, Sarah?
Go on.
We've already had sellouts. And I'm worried that we just don't have enough stock to last until the end of the show. Yeah, you need to get over there. You need to get ahead. Maureen says, I made Sarah's fudge on Friday and it was lovely.
Yes, well done, Maureen. I love it.
Found the condensed milk at the back of the cupboard, and it wasn't until I was putting it in the bin that I noticed the use by expired in 2017, but it still tasted all right.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Was it a best before or a used by? Because there's definitely a difference, you know.
Yep.
Best before is just a suggestion, whereas used by is you do need to use it. My dad always just I remember my dad and my mum just going to the milk and just smelling it first before putting your tea, not completely ignoring what it says on the bottle.
Yeah. I did that when I made your cup of coffee this morning, Joe. I just said, and my cup of tea, I might add. I'm not just poisoning just Joe.
There is like 3 milks in there, so I did look at them this morning and think, oh, I wonder how long that's been there. But no, it tasted delicious, so if it was past its best, I wouldn't have known, Sarah.
We're all right. We've totally pulled that one off. Right, I'm almost finished. Do you know, it's worth taking your time. Isn't it really nice that I've kind of been able to do this right from the very, very scratch? And I think it's nice for you to see right from very scratch because there was no, here's one I'd prepared earlier with this. I had some bits I'd prepared earlier and I decided to go rogue and show you that different technique of cutting into the box. So that if we're doing that, I basically had to do it right from the beginning. And I think how nice for you to see with the most advanced box that we have in the collection, me doing it right from the beginning. And it's still only a 15-minute project, even if you do it right from scratch. Now, it has been the most popular one on the show so far. And we do have, remember, you can go for all of them individually. You don't have to buy the bundle. You can go for just individual ones if you want. You can go, well, don't go for one, go for individual pairs on the multi-buy.
Shall I, whilst you're just doing those folds, shall I just quickly run you through the individual, because I don't want people to miss them, Sarah, and miss out on the stock of them. So let me just quickly show you which one is which and where we're at with the stock. This one here is the honeycombs. This is that gorgeous 6-sided box that you've got there. A third, oh, nearly dropped it, there we are. The stock of that one has sold out and gone. The next one we've got is the gift carton box, which is this one just here. Now these, again, really beautiful, whether you leave them more plain or you redecorate them up with things like ribbons and embellishments as well. A fifth of the stock of that one has sold out and gone. The bonbon box. Now this would be, and how would you do this with all of those curved lines if you're trying to do this by hand? Well, maybe you could, but you just wouldn't because it would be such a pain. A quarter of the stock of this one has sold out and gone. And then finally, we've got as well for you this one here, which is that trinket box, which is just gorgeous. And I love just how, as well, just how sturdy they are once they've been made up. They really are very sturdy. A third of the stock of that one has gone. However, I know that most of you are going for the whole thing. When you buy the collection, we give you the acetate and we give you the Snow White Hints of Silver included as well in that bundle, which is fantastic. How are you getting on over there, Sarah?
Brilliant. I've got that red liner tape out. Look what I'm doing, Joe. I'm just putting, you get different thicknesses in the kit, you see. So I'm just putting, you give me the really thin one here. So I'm just putting a double layer of the really thin one, but actually you're going to use the really thick one. If you use this to assemble your box together, it will stay put forever and a day. So using that red liner tape is definitely the way forward when it comes to sticking it together. So for things like putting your acetate behind, your dotty tape pen, perfect, because if you look, we can't see anything behind there. However, if you want a really good stick on sticking these boxes together, you're just going to peel that off. Look at this, I filed my nails a bit too far down. I thought I'd do, nice new week, I thought I'd sit last night and put some nice pink on my nails for a bit of a change.
I did notice them this morning when you were on Create and Craft. I thought they looked very lovely. Yes. I did like that you had a lovely nude nail the last few days. So I very much liked that look. I thought it was nice.
You did say I'm a fan of the nude. Problem is, I've had 15 years of having nail varnish on, Joe, like gel nails, and so they hurt a lot when I don't look after them. So yes. So basically, I've had to sit and put some nail varnish on just to kind of protect them more than anything.
These would be great, I'm thinking, at Christmas, Sarah, this one, especially with a little electric tea light in there. You know, you imagine having them lined up along in the windows would look beautiful, wouldn't they? Maybe done out of some of our sort of red matte mirror or something like that would be gorgeous. They would be
perfect. Look at this. So when you get to this stage, you're going to use either your red liner, or this is all right with the tape, or actually, I tell you what would be brilliant to give it a little bit of time, the tacky glue. So if you are unsure, let me just try and get these over and give me a little bit of strength. I think I might have to be going with tacky actually. Yeah, let's get that. If you use the tacky glue is going to stick down absolutely brilliantly and give you that little manoeuvrability. That's what's great about the Collal glues. You do get the manoeuvrability time with them as well, Joe.
And the great thing about these boxes is, because of the way they're engineered, of course, Leanne and her team work effortlessly to bring you these designs. These are totally functional, aren't they? The bases of these are sturdy enough that you can put, things like fudge in here and tea lights and all those other things. Whereas I know there's a lot of boxes that you'll make whereby you think, oh, well, that's fine, but I need to put something really light in that. These ones, all of these boxes have got a really good solid base in them. There's no unsturdy bottoms here whatsoever.
None whatsoever. Do you know, I've gone here, Joe, with the tape pen, and I'm wishing I had used the tacky glue, because then I'd get that manoeuvrability time. So I should just practice what I preach, shouldn't I? I'm just going to go straight in with the tacky glue now and then get them stuck down really, really well, because can you see what I'm doing is when I put this on now, I'm going to manoeuvre these into place, and I'm making sure that, there we go, that base is all constructed at exactly the right kind of spit there. So you've got that perfect base on there. So can you see how much easier that was once I used the tacky glue to stick it down? So yes, I am usually just one for being a little bit gung-ho and using my tape pen and just knowing that I'm pretty confident to get in the right place, where actually that one was so much better when we used the tacky glue, even with my on-air demonstration live in there. Now, here's how you do the top. So let's have a little look. I've got a nice, look what I did this morning on Create and Craft. I actually foiled my, look at that, how cute is that one? So that's what's coming up on Monday Makers this afternoon. I'm going to pop that inside so that you can see what's inside through the acetate. Otherwise it would just look all look very, very black. So I'm going to pop that in there so that you can see the little bit of red on the inside. Then look what happens. Can you see you've got two of these kind of flat fasteners. All of these point inwards. So they're all going to go inwards like this. And it just, the first time you do it, it just takes a little bit of time to manoeuvre it into place. And then once they've been manoeuvred into place, you'll find once you gift it to somebody, it's really easy to open and shut. There we go. So these, especially the ones where you've kind of joined them in the middle, they haven't had a fold back. So there we go. It's just had its first fold back there. And they are all folding into place perfectly. And then these come in. So there's your two straight pieces. And then all of these just fold over top of those bits. Can you see? You just go one at a time. And then we're just literally folding over the corners to bring the whole box into shape. So can you see how once you know how to do, you can see just how easy it is, but it's all about, I think for a lot of you, it's having the confidence, oh, you pop up there, it's having that little bit of, you know, seeing me do it will maybe give you the confidence to think, yeah, I can totally have a go at that. And you've watched me right from scratch do that most advanced box out of all of the ones that we've got. And I mean, that is perfect. And it's ready just for a little bit of decoration. So like I said, that is not at all the box I was intending to do. I was going to stick these little bits on and do it like this. And it's a completely different look, but I think that looks absolutely amazing with that acetate in. I just wanted to show you how to do the cutting and the acetate. So go and have a go with that one, definitely.
Yes, that would maybe make a great little Halloween box as well. I can imagine some little spooky critters on there too. Now remember, there's 4 different designs for you to choose from, all of them equally beautiful, which is why I think most of you are not choosing. Most of you are going for absolutely all of them, which is fantastic. So there is the honeycomb favour box, which is this one just here. Really beautiful, 6-sided box. As you can see, remember you're getting all the panels and everything that you need to sort of finish these off as well. So if we move on to, for instance, the gift carton box here, you can see all of the panels, the padlocks, all that little sentiment on there. It's all going to be in there for you, which is fantastic. So it's complete and ready to go as soon as you get it out of the box. The next one we have for you is the bonbon box, which is this one just here. And again, you've got that plaque that goes on there with hello. Pop a little bit of ribbon through there. It's going to look gorgeous. And then finally, the last one you've got here is that trinket box. And they are so, as I said, they are so sturdy once you put these together, so totally functional as well as being really, really beautiful. Oh, how are you getting on there with your decoration, Sarah?
Oh, I'm all done. I'm literally I'm just admiring my handiwork now because I'm absolutely thrilled. And I think that looks fabulous with the cutting detail. So definitely bear in mind that one, what did you say, over 1/3 of the stock of this one individually is gone. Now, most of you are going for the big collection, so it's a little bit irrelevant. However, just the honeycomb, if you want just that one, you're going for it on the multi-buy, you do need to kind of get hold of that one. Now, talking about 1/3 of the stock's gone, Joe did say that the problem is we've already had sellout on today's craft vault. So instead of waiting right till the end of the show, we thought we'd give you a bit of a preview at the halfway point in this show. So I'm going to get ready for the next demonstration, and while I do, Joe's going to go into Joe's craft vault.
Of course, where we dive into the craft vault. We've been having a good old rummage around the warehouse, trying to find some great deals for you, and just having a bit of a whinge and a moan on your behalf, really, to try and get you some great deals. Now, we always have a bit of a theme with the craft vault. Today's 50% off. Pretty much everything is at least a half price, which is in the craft vault, which is fantastic. We've already had some sellouts, so do get over to the website. If you're trying to find the craft vault products, they will be within the show you're watching. So for instance, this is the masterclass. If you go into there, click shop the show, and then you'll see them all tagged with that craft vault logo. So we're going to move on. We're talking about Christmas. A lot of people were talking about using their favour boxes for Christmas. What we've got here is something for our enchanted Christmas. It's our Winter Wonderland, and you've got some wonderful stamps and dies here as well. So you've got magical and winter and sparkle in there, and then a whole host of different stamps there for you as well. So you've got wishing you Christmas all the way, wishes, hope your day is this Christmas, and Wonderland. So the idea being that you take a die cut and then you customise a sentiment with that as well. $6.49 if you're in the UK for that, $8.47 if you're in the US, which is fantastic. Now, we've got some embossing folders. I love the craft vault because we so often have a really good sort of mix of different products in here for you. So this one here is a 6x6 3D embossing folder, Festive Pine. Now this is what you're able to do with this one. The 6x6 size is great because what that means is it's pretty much, isn't it, a card topper ready to go. You pop that on, mount it onto a card blank, you're going to be ready to go. The great thing is about our 3D embossing folders is that whereas normally, well, a regular embossing folder, some of it would stay flat, and some of it would be pushed up. With ours, what we have are differing layers of emboss, and that gives you that 3D sculpted look, and that gives you so much more texture. Whether you're going to ink it and then maybe put a little bit of gilding wax on here, whether you're just going to use it with some gilding wax, whether you want to use those French press techniques, there's loads of different things that you can do when you have our fantastic embossing folders for you. £3.49. I mean, it would be rude at that price for that not to fall into your basket, I think. $4.97 if you want to go for that one. Right, some of our layering stamps that we've got here for you. Now, these are fantastic. What you're getting here are 3 different stamps. Now, depending on how you use these, really depends on how the effect that you get when you're using it. So if you see here, you use stamps 1 and 2, that would give you that. Stamps 2 and 3 give you this. 1 and 3 give you this. And then you use them all and you get something really lush and full. So you can see that's exactly what has been done here. All of those together. You can actually use the stamps individually as well. You're loving this one. This one very, very busy. $6.49 or $9.97. It's half price. This will be the next one to sell out. So if this is in your basket or you're about to pop it in your basket, then make sure you get yourself over to the checkout. Right, next up, I've got something from Crafty Fun. And now, if you want loads more Crafty Fun, you'll need to join us on Wednesday night. That's all I can say. But there's a lot of great deals on a Crafty Fun product. Whether there'll be half price deals or not, though, I'm not quite so sure. However, this is that Crafty Fun cute as a button cut and emboss folder. So everything I just told you about are embossing folders, but it also cuts at the same time. So this one is going to give us a lovely frame here, as you can see. And this has been used for a shaker card. In this particular project that we've got there. So a really lovely way of using it, and then that's been turned into an easel. The great thing is that's a beautiful project, but really when you think about the amount of work that's been done there, it's actually not a great deal. I'm not going to say there's no work there, but it means that the cut and emboss folder is really what's done the work there for you, and some of our gorgeous pattern papers from the Crafty Fun collection. £6.49 or $7.47 gets you that one. Right, the Stamp and Die, congratulations, isn't it? This is one of our circular sentiment Stamp and Die sets. Always very, very busy whenever we bring them to you because they make really gorgeous little elements. Now, whether you want to use that as a topper on a card, you can. You could have actually used that as a card itself. Maybe just mount that up on a small sort of nesting die would be great. You've got the ability to use a stamp on its own, will work well. The die on its own will also work well. There's loads of different techniques that you can use where you use those dies or you even stack those dies up. But when you use the two together, you get something really great. Wonderful if you batch make cards. Great for little tags. Wonderful for small invites as well. £3.99 or $6.47 if you want to go for that one. Right, the Stamp and Die henna, which is this one just here. Now I want to show you something fabulous that's been made with this. So one of our box dies that we sell, these work beautifully as the lid of these. Can you see how, let me bring that in a little bit for you. Can you see? So you see what you've got here. See those 3 different sizes there? They're basically the 3 different sizes from the dies that you've got that have been made up, and then they've just been layered around and they look absolutely beautiful. So when you layer them up in that way, you get something amazing, and that's just using the die. So that's not even using the stamps that come in there as well. Loads of different ways you can use these. They make something really, really big, or you can use just elements of it to make something smaller as well. $4.99 or $6.47 if you want to go for that one. Now, there was a great foil press show this morning over on Create and Craft. We're going to have some wonderful foil press elements in our later show tonight as well, our Monday Maker show with myself and Sara. But this is a great chance for you to get hold of our distress border, and what this is going to do is it's going to give you this border just here. So you see that beautiful foiling element that you've got there? That's what that's going to create for you, and there's loads of different things that you can do with that. You can actually use that as a topper element if you want to, or create a border. I just think it gives you a really lovely feel and effect. $4.99 or $6.97 if you want to go for that one. And finally, one more for you, another cut and emboss element for you in the show. It is our Normandy frame that we've got here. Now these are great because they cut and emboss at the same time. And a frame is so usable, whether you're using it this way or you're using it up that way. There's lots that you can do with it. £6.49 or $8.47, half price if you want to go for that. Very busy across all of our craft vault items. The next one which one was the next one to sell out? I said it was the layering stamp. The Mendy's already sold out, so one of our create cards has already sold out and gone. Loads there. Pop yourself over to the website, go into your masterclass show, and you'll find those craft vault items in there. What I'd like to do is just quickly give you a recap of everything that you've seen so far in this masterclass, because it's very, very busy. Now, the star of the show, of course, is the multi-buy with our favour boxes. So in here, you're going to get all four. You're going to get the honeycomb, the gift carton, you're going to get the bonbon and the trinket. Now, because you're buying them all together, we're also going to give you the Snow White hint of silver in the centre of pearl, and you're going to get that heat-resistant acetate as well, which is fantastic. So all of that for £100 or $120. Of course, your Club Inspired discount can still be used in conjunction with that. If you're a platinum member in the UK, you'd be paying what, £80 for that, which is fantastic. Now, up next, we've got the sentiment expression bundle for you. There's 3 individual collections here. However, when you get them all together, we give you an extra saving. You're going to save an extra £5 or $10 when you get them in this configuration. And we always want you to get the best value. Loads in here for you. Got on your special day, just for you. Happy birthday. You can see they're all the ones that you're going to use time and time again. The ones that you're going to go back to in your stash time and time over and over. Great saving when you get them in this configuration. Saving nearly £20 and also $30 almost is your saving there too. If you want to break them down and go for them in the individuals, or not the individuals, say, in their packs of 3, a quarter of the stock of this one has gone, which has on your special day, just for you, and happy anniversary. And now we also have 2 other ones for you. This one here is Special Friend. Thank you so much and congratulations. £12.50. Oh, how much the stock's gone here? 20%. Very busy on that one. And one more for you as well, which is Sent with Love, Best Wishes and Happy Birthday. This one, £13.50 or $17.50. Over a third of that one's gone. I think that one is probably your favourite out of the 3. Don't forget about the glue bundle, the Taki Taki Rumba and the Call Out All Purpose together. Now, you're just paying for the tacky glue. We're giving you the Call Out glue free of charge, which is fantastic. I don't know how we're able to do that. I know a lot of the stock has already gone on that one. If you're watching this show back later, I would definitely check the website to see what the stock situation is like. I've misplaced my iPad, I think. Here it is. I found it. If you want to keep getting your comments in, then of course you can. Kian is asking, Sarah, are the new foil dies that we're talking about the ones that recently aired on HSN?
They are indeed. That's what I'm going to be having on Monday Makers later this afternoon. So again, if there's anything you want to see, I've already got loads of demonstrations planned foiling onto acetate and onto vellum, onto different types of cards, showing you how to foil the waste. If there's anything specific you want to see, let Joe know, and then I've got time to plan that before the 4 o'clock masterclass. No, at the 4 o'clock Monday Makers, we're in the middle of the masterclass, and I've realised, Joe, I'm going to have to pick up the pace a little bit if I want to get through all of these boxes. So we're going to do this one next. We're going to do the little gift card, and the great news about this one is this is super cute and super simple. This is a really, really fast one to do. So let me just show you. I've got some of the double-sided Centura Pearl actually, so it's not the one that's in the pack that you've got there, but we did have this on a couple of weeks ago. And again, I'm going to take the larger die now. This is one of those ones whereby it does need to go through your larger Gemini, or if you're putting it through your junior, come on, you are so stuck to here, it's unbelievable. If you are putting it through your junior, you're going to need to put it on, cut a little bit, and then move it down a little bit. Here we go. Right, so if I just get this all, come on. We do put loads of tape on these, but crikey, we've got these really well stuck. So can you see, this is going to go on here. So there's our base die. You're going to put your clear cutting plate, the top cutting plate, and your top plate again, and we're going to send them through. And that will do all of your cutting and also the score lines at the same time. So this is the beauty of it. It's going to do all of the scoring, and it just puts the right amount of pressure on those score lines to give you a nice, neat finish. Remember the tip I gave you about scoring at the very beginning though? I'm going to put the score line on the top and then fold away from itself, and you'll get that lovely, oh, there we go. That's cut out perfectly. Here we go. So if I just show you, well, all these ones here, get your scoring tool, and we're going to do what's called burnish them. So you're going to fold them away from itself and run the scoring tool over, and that is going to give you that lovely burnish on the side, so you don't get any cracking on the edges here. So lots of folding and scoring. Even when you want to fold them the other way, please fold them this way first, because you can always go, hang on, that's not that one there. You can always go and refold them back the other way. So here we go. You see this one, I'm going to fold it that way to begin with, give it that nice crease, and then once I've done that, then I can fold it back the other way and it still won't crack. Now, I want you to do 2 of these, because we're going to need 2 of them to stick it together. So I've already got another one. I already cut out 2 of mine. Let's have a look. And I'm just going to do the same again and give those a nice crease over the edge.
Oh, that red liner tape bundle, really busy on that, Sarah. Well, I was going to show you both, but I think Sarah's maybe still got my old one. Why have you brought it back?
I did bring it back.
She posted it back to me.
I did. I brought it back over.
Popped it in my little inbox over here, which is fantastic. So you get both of these, which is fantastic. You're going to get the 6mm and you get the 3mm, so different thicknesses for different jobs. A quarter of the stock of this has now sold out and gone. So do be careful. Do be careful. Do be quick even if you want that one. Oh, the Honeycomb Favour Box has shot into the lead over on the website, and I love it.
That's because I've demoed it.
Of course it is. This one here, look at this sample I've got. It's got beautiful flowers on it as well. It didn't occur to me that you could bring your flower forming foam into these boxes. So what a great way of using it. Am I right in saying 40% of the stock's gone here? 40% of this one's gone. This will be the first one to sell out individually. Very, very busy on the website for that. Make sure you get yourself over there where you can watch and shop at the same time. You never miss the demos, and you don't need to miss the deals either, which is fantastic.
I like that. All the D's. Don't miss the demos. Don't miss the deals. Right, I'm using that red liner tape just to stick these together absolutely perfectly. Now, it does mean that you need to get them in exactly the right place the first time, because I mean, it's so strong. Obviously, when it lifts off, that's going to be it. But look how brilliant our stick is going to be. And when it comes to boxes, you want that really professional feel there, Joe. So can you see I'm just getting these lined up? This is how I do mine. Stick one, fold it over, stick the second one. This is then when you're going to use your tacky glue. So this is when we're going to, and the great thing about the tacky glue is it tacks, but it doesn't, it gives you that little bit of maneuverability, but it's called tacky glue because it is a quick stick, all right? So it's going to hold together quite quickly. So you see I've got plenty of glue on there, and these 2 bits fold, this bit's going to fold in first. And then when we've got the base, you send the other bottom part over, and then look how fantastic and strong that is. Now, if you've been like me and you've been doing loads of baking while you've been in lockdown, and you keep sending people, you know, whether it's slices of cake or homemade marshmallows like our producer Laura did or whatever, and you're just sending them over in a little bit of foil, how much nicer now, for the sake of like, 5 minutes, you can do a fancy little box for them like this.
It's a good piece of cake size, that as well, you know.
It's just a nice...
I think I could see a little bit of maybe like carrot cake in there or something like that. Just a perfect size to go with a little cup of tea, I would say. But what are you going to put in your boxes? Let us know. We would love to know what you've been filling them with. We love you. Send us pictures in as well. Of course, you can go, you can do that. Tracy says, I just love these. No more buying boxes. Now I can make them and save money in the process. Absolutely. And the great thing is, of course, another great thing about it is if you are giving a box, you can actually tie the box in with the card maybe you've made as well. So you can bring that pattern paper over, bring the 2 together. Do you make jewellery? Are you a jewellery maker? Are you just giving your jewellery projects to people in little envelopes? How about creating amazing boxes that sort of are themed along with the jewellery that you make? I think there's so many different things that you'll do with these. Loads of people sending us in their pictures now as well. We'll get through to some of those as we go. Oh, Malia says some banana bread. I must say, did you have the banana bread that was in the office on Friday, Sarah?
Well, should I be really honest? Should I be really honest? So the lady that makes the banana bread is, so it's Kieran and Emma's mum. Kieran and Emma who work here. Because we're a big family employer, guys. We quite often have siblings. And actually Kieran and Emma's cousin also works here. So Kieran and Emma's mum made us the banana bread. And she knows I love a banana bread. Because every time she sends them in, I always enthuse about how wonderful it was. So she sent a whole extra loaf just for me. So not only I didn't have a piece of what was in the office because I had my whole own banana bread, and I've been eating banana bread all weekend. So,
isn't it amazing? It was the best banana bread I've ever eaten. I've eaten a lot of banana bread on lockdown, I assure you.
It is amazing. And I tell you what we have done is she actually did some... I then made her some fudge, so I dropped off some fudge at the weekend.
Well, that's a fair swap.
I thought that was a fair... So some fudge and some of my scones.
Fantastic.
So she was quite pleased. And then do you know what happened when I got to her house? She'd been baking some lemon cake and some other little, you know, the little biscuit that I sent you.
You're killing me.
That
this morning.
That was from her. That extra. It was like cake dealing, wasn't it?
It was indeed. Yeah. I mean, so many good. Honestly, try being on a diet and working over at Crafters Companion at HQ. It's a good job we're not all there at the moment. It's a good job we're just on skeleton crew, because if everyone was bringing in the things that we're baking, you wouldn't be able to get in the door. I tell you, it would just be so much cake, which is always good. It's so much. Too much cake is better than not enough cake, I like to say. Lynn says, whoop whoop, I now have my superfan mug. She is in the club, which is amazing. Lisa is saying as well, can you ask Sara to make a die for a bigger gift bag?
Oh.
Well,
yeah. How big do you want
it?
You tell me how big you want, and we can absolutely work on it.
Lisa, you let us know. Stacey is saying she loves banana bread, and this was great. And it even had like some white icing drizzled over the top of it as well, which was very crunchy. And so I've been dreaming about that banana bread all weekend. It was just the best. But whatever you're putting in your box, whether it's something crafty, I think smellies would work great in here as well, because am I right in thinking you could cut that detail into the actual side of your box if you wanted to?
Oh, and then you could have do you know, this would be brilliant for Hannah and her soaps.
Yes.
Hello, is Hannah watching?
She is, I believe. Yeah, I think I saw a comment from Hannah earlier.
Actually, Hannah, I've been meaning to message you for ages to put an order in for some more soaps. So if you're watching, Hannah, I could absolutely do some with the pumice bit on the bottom. I would absolutely love
pumice
some
bit?
of your stuff. What?
Some with a pumice bit on it.
Oh yeah, it was like a bar of soap and it had pumice down the bottom. It was brilliant for getting the kids to wash their hands.
So you can give yourself a bit of a scrub whilst you lather up.
Whilst you're washing your hands. It was brilliant. Oh, I loved it. Fantastic soap. Yeah, Hannah makes for those of you that don't know, Hannah, who watches a lot of our shows, does all of her own handmade soaps, and they are fabulous.
They really are. I've had some as well. I had I think mine was like a raspberry one that I had. No, it was goat's cheese and raspberry, maybe?
I don't think it'll have been goat's cheese. Might have been goat's milk.
Goat's milk, that's it.
Goat's
it brings a whole new meaning to cheesy feet, doesn't it? Goat's cheese, goat's cheese
that's
soap.
Hilarious, Joe. That is absolutely brilliant.
Maybe it was goat's milk then, yeah.
Oh, love it. Right, look what I've done with this one. I've just done the little thank you. So can you see the extra bits on the dies? You get all of these little extra pieces. I've just die cut a couple of these little ones to do a little thank you. And I've done a little thank you just to finish. And I'm doing all these with the 3D glue gel just because it's a little bit quicker to position all of these on. And then look at that. We've done our little... Now if that was like a little fudge box or a little soap box or a little piece of carrot cake box or a piece of your banana cake box, if you are making banana cakes, one little slice in there, shall I open that back up and show you exactly how big it is inside? One little slice in there.
It could be like just an individual loaf cake in there, maybe. It'd be delicious, wouldn't it?
Oh, I've got some of them little individual loaves.
Or a little Madeleine maybe, or something like that.
Yeah, Oliver's been doing, what do you call it, flapjacks. Little flapjack in there would be nice.
Maybe. Biscuits, homemade biscuits.
All right, move it on because it's nearly lunchtime and I'm absolutely ravenous and I'm going straight from here to do Create and Craft, so I don't even get to have lunch in between our shows. So now you're making me really hungry.
Okay, let me just give you a recap on what the what boxes are in the configuration for you. You're going to get all of them in the big deal, but let's go through them individually for you as well. So firstly, you've got the honeycomb. I love this sample because this one, like we talked about, rather than having the extra embellishment and having it decorated on top, this has actually been cut into, so it's kind of like a mesh on the side of here. So if you did have little things like little bits of potpourri and stuff like that in there, it would be perfect for that. Or you want to see what's on the inside of there. So that is the honeycomb. 40% of the stock of this one's gone. The next one we have is the gift carton box, which is this one here. That's the one that you've just seen Sara make. Now, I'd say that's probably the biggest one out of all of them. It really is a great size, but it's still, even though it's quite large, it is really nice and sturdy. I'm just opening it up so you can see in the inside. I'm all fingers and thumbs today. You'll have to excuse me. I'm not going to open it up. Do you know why I'm not going to open it up, Sarah?
Because you might break it.
No, because someone stuck it together. That's why I'm not going to open it up. I just wanted to show you how strong and sturdy the base is on here as well. Now, a lot of the stock of that one has gone individually. That is the gift carton box. The next one we've got is the bonbon box, which is this one just here. Now, I'd say this one, probably the most challenging to make out of all of them. However, the die makes it so simple and easy for you to do that. I've got a lovely little
I'm doing that one next.
on there. Are you going to do that one next? Fantastic. So you've got that one in the collection. And then obviously the last one you've got is this one here, the trinket box. Now I love all the detailing on the panel that you can cut into there. It really is beautiful. And there's so much that you're going to be able to do with that. I'd love to see a little bit of glitter card maybe peeking out from under there. Now you can go for them in sets of 2 if you want to. It's up to you. You can mix and match and get them as you wish. If you go for those, it's 2 for £50 or $60. Or what you can do is go for them. They should be $34.99 or $39.95 individually. Go for them together, get all 4 of them, and what we'll do is we'll give you the Centura Pearl, hints of silver, and also the acetate as well, 12 sheets of the acetate. The acetate is available on its own individually, however, it's very, very busy. Now, if you were going for this and you were a platinum member, you think you'd be saving, or it should be, you'd be saving, you get this for, £80 if you're in the UK. Right, I want to share with you some of the pictures that you guys have been sending in. We love it when you send pictures in to us. Jennifer's sent us in a picture of her box. That is the gift carton box there, looking beautiful. Love it in that sage green with the creamy white cardstock. Really lovely colour combination there, Jennifer. Wow, Christine, she has been busy.
She has been big. Oh, I wonder if that's for like a wedding or something.
I mean, they would make great wedding favour boxes, wouldn't they? They're perfect for that. That looks fantastic. Look at this one from Curtin. Is this Curtin in Ida Oberstein? I believe it would be, from Germany. How beautiful are they, Sarah?
What a brilliant idea. So what a great idea to do the lid and the base and then put the acetate in the middle of them to make your box bigger. Fantastic idea.
Extended it there as well. Loads of ways that you can use this. I love it when you guys come up with new ways of using it as well. Now, very busy for loads of different stuff, but also for the papers on the website. Now, there's a 4 for $30 or $42, and we also have the A3 here. Now the A3, of course, is in stock at the moment in this colour. The pastel has gone already, but it's there. We do have the pastels available though still. I know it's sold out in the A3. It is there for you in the A4, and it is always so busy. That Centura Pearl, of course, is our premium quality cardstock. So great to get 4 packs of that for £30 or $42. Don't forget your Collal glue. I don't know how long this is going to be around. Now, we had it on Thursday. Basically, you buy the tacky glue, we give you the all-purpose free of charge. You get both of them, £5 or $9. A quarter of the big stock has gone. However, we have less stock today than we did on Thursday, and we sold thousands of these on Thursday. So I know a lot of you missed out on it. We're disappointed. It is in stock right now on this fantastic deal. If you want to come in and grab it, you're saving 35% on that. Now, still one more box to show us, Sarah. Have you saved the best till last? That's what I want to know.
Oh, well, I tell you what, I've tried to go easy, difficult, because they're not difficult when you see how to do them. It's just when you get these curvatures in them. Now, they would be difficult had you not had the dies to cut it all out. Let me just show you the die for this one. So this is your bonbon box, and just like all the others, you get basically what we call the worker die, does all the hard work for you. You get 2 options of the cut-in. So you can see this one is the one where you would do the dots. This is also the option though, if you wanted to do like what I showed you on this one that we made. You want to cut that in, but look how nice and strong it is. Even if you don't, this has got no acetate behind it, still looks fabulous cut onto there. I think that's a lovely little box, that one. That would be another lovely one to put like your smelly, like a bath bomb in. Nice bath bomb in there, or some smelly salts. Do you know what? The other day I made some to put under a little bag to go under the, what you call it, to go underneath the bath as you run in the tap. You just hang it underneath the bath. Had that one on my Instagram the other day as well. So good. Do you know, I've never done as much crafting in my life as what I've done. I just find on a night, it's like the rainbows I've been crocheting. I've been doing lots of rainbow crocheting. I just find you know, on a night, because I'm not travelling, I've got loads more time. And also, I'm not having to go to bed as early on a night. So I've been getting the kids down to bed, because quite often, honestly, Joe, I'll put the kids to bed and fall asleep, putting the kids to bed, and that will be me finished for the day. I've been getting the kids to bed, coming back down, and then sitting doing, I sewed a quilt for our Gracie, that's my little niece. I've been doing them rainbows for everyone, been doing a bit of bacon. I've been doing all sorts all the way through. So yeah, every night, just doing a little bit something different.
Well, since you demonstrated that gift carton box, have a guess what? You wouldn't believe it. That one's caught up with a honeycomb now. 40% of that one has sold out and gone. I see a theme here. Someone's also asking, how come we've changed the shape of the all-purpose bottle? Do you know, Sarah?
Yes, I can explain it. So you hold up yours, I'll hold up mine, right? So do you know why we've been out of stock for so long? Because these Collal bottles, Collal have all these bottles, they're the perfect shape, they're the perfect dispenser for hand sanitizer. So all of Collal's bottles have been going to have hand sanitizer put in them. And so it's only just now they've had enough stock. They've been making plenty of glue, they just haven't had bottles to put it in. So what they've had to do is put it in whatever bottles they had. It's exactly the same size, 100 ml. It's just basically the tacky glue bottle instead of it's the long thin instead of the short fat one. But they both hold 100 ml. Can you see? 100 ml there. So whatever it is you want to use, whichever bottle you get, it's going to be exactly the same. And I don't know, I can't promise you that next time we get the stock, it'll be back into these bottles. Doesn't matter. But you get 100 ml of tacky glue. That's all you need to worry about.
And that's plenty to keep you going, isn't it?
Well, you say that, but at the pace at which we go through them, honestly, I had a lot of people. I remember once at birthday week, we used to do a box of, because when we sell them to shops, we buy them. A shop would buy a box of 12 at a time. So we decided for birthday week we would make it available for people to have to buy 12 of them. And you wouldn't believe how many hundreds of people actually bought 12 bottles at a time of the Collal.
Of all the people that are buying them today, more than 50% of you have bought more than 2. So it shows you just how many of you are buying them. It's very, very busy. People still talking about what they're going to put in their boxes. Baby fruit cakes. Do you know, does anyone watch Kath and Kim? Have you seen Kath and Kim?
No.
Oh, if no one watched it, it's not going to be funny, so I'm going to give it up. Who's seen it at home? There's an episode where they talk about baby cheeses, and it's made me think about baby fruitcakes. It's obviously in a very thick Australian accent, and she wants a Christmas birthday cake made out of the baby Jesus. But actually, Kim gets her a Christmas cake made out of the baby cheeses, and there's a confusion. You really have to see it. I don't know why I've tried to explain it. I really should have just given up at the first bit when everyone had agreed they'd never seen it before. And also, Debbie says, "Stop!" in capital letters. You're making me hungry.
Yes, we're definitely making me hungry, and I'm worried about the fact that I'm not going to get any lunch before. So yes, I'm literally going straight from here. I'll be back on Create and Craft at 1:30. So as soon as we pack down and you do your craft vault for the real time, Joe, that's going to be me getting ready to go back on Create and Craft.
Now, I want to show you a picture of Carol's box. This is Carol Co. I'm guessing it is Carol with...
Nice.
Do you know how I know it's Carol Co? Because it's Carol with an E on the end, so we always know it's that Carol, one of our craft ambassadors. She's used the craft card in here, which is also available on that 4-4 deal, which we've got on the cardstock. That is beautiful, isn't it? So just goes to show you, though, that they're equally beautiful when they're actually quite minimalist as they are when you really go to town and decorate them up.
That's the idea. Honestly, they're going to look brilliant however you do it. Right, remember the trick I told you for the bottom? Tacky glue, brilliant. So I'm going to put a little bit down on here, and then I'm going to put the first piece down, and then I'm going to go with the next one. Because we're using the tacky, what it means is we can maneuver it into place, and you get then a really strong bottom. So what I want you to kind of have in the back of your mind is nice, really strong bottom on your on the base of your box is great if you are doing like, here we go, so I'm going to manoeuvre this into place now. If you are putting like, your baked goods or anything slightly heavy into there, we've got now a 4-layer base on here. So can you see that is all going to go, and then what happens is, just like we did before, can you see I'm just pushing these into, I'll let you have a little look from the side, see if you can see it a little bit easier, pushing these into place. These two here come across first, so just make sure, which I hadn't done one, you fold them across, and can you see they come in like from the corners, and then this one comes in and goes over the top here, and this one, oh, where are you going? You don't go there. You two hold in place. I love how that I'm talking to my cardstock. And then this one goes into place here like this, and then this one comes in, folds in there, holding that in place, because you want to obviously be able to reopen it and close it. There we go. And then what we're going to do is just ready to decorate it. Oh, I've just realised that because I've been nice and fast, I might be able to get another one in after this as well. Right, so I've just die cut these. So this is if you die cut, are you ready? Both of these together. So the outer and the inner both at once, cut the two together, and you get this sort of shape here. So I'm just going to put a little bit of tape on these and stick these down and decorate my box, just as long as you keep me in the bottom, or even in the top. I can even go in the little one if you need us to, Joe. You can see me decorating my box nicely.
Corey is asking, does that one you're using, the bonbon box, will that go through the junior, Sarah?
The bonbon box. Let me just show you. If I get the junior plate, what you would need to do, right, is you would need to do partially cut, then move it up and cut the other piece. Wonderful. So that's how you would do it. You would cut a little bit, take it through, and then cut it. Or actually, if you're going through the jet, it's not going to fit, is it not? No, that's not going to go through. I was thinking it would go through your Gemini with your junior plates. No, that one's not going to go through the junior.
So you need to make sure you've got your larger machine for that one, which is fantastic. Loads of people talking about fruitcake now in the comments. I don't think it's that widely sort of known in
I love
the US.
Fruitcake. I love a fruitcake. Christmas
absolutely.
Cake.
Yeah, Christmas cake, absolutely delicious. Absolutely yummo. Now I need to let you know that the honeycomb box, which is this one, the 6-sided one, which is gorgeous, got the little floral elements on these one. Love it in the blue and the silver. Over half now of that stock individually has sold out and gone. So you're going to need to be quick for that if you're going for it on the 2 for £50 or $60. All the rest is still very busy. Just to recap what you've got the gift carton box. You've also got the bonbon box, which is the one that's being demonstrated at the moment. And you've got the trinket box. Of course, you don't need to choose when you go for the deal that gets you all 4 of them included. When you get them all 4 together, we give you the acetate and we give you the Snow White hint of silver in the A4 included as well, which is fantastic. Lots of busy craft vault items as well. Maybe I'll recap a few of your top sellers and when we go at the end of this show. Now, this is not the only show today, of course. There is another show coming up at 4 p.m. here in the UK, which is 11 a.m. on the East Coast. Monday Makers will be here. What are we looking forward to this evening on Monday Makers, Sarah? I know there's some great foiling bits coming up, isn't there, a little later?
Yes. Yeah, I've got a really nice mixed show planned, actually. The foiling is definitely my kind of hero item on the show. That's the one I'm most excited about. But because it's Monday Makers, we're doing a little bit of advanced crafting on quite a few bits and pieces, Joe. So make sure you tune in. It's a real varied show this week. We're not just kind of sticking with one theme. We're really mixing about and doing a few different things.
Absolutely, that looks absolutely beautiful.
Lovely.
It really does. Really cute that you can put extra embellishments on them, like ribbons. I guess you could put things like your gems on there if you wanted to as well.
Yeah, isn't that lovely?
Really beautiful. Now, loads of you still commenting along, which is fantastic. So a lot of you saying, loads of you always ask, and what happens with all of the things that Sarah makes? Well, they kind of stay in the studio, and then occasionally they'll get given to charity, which is fantastic. Now, remember when you get them in this configuration, over 30% off is what you're looking at. It should be £146.94 in the UK. We're taking it down to £100. You've got $171 is what you'd be looking at in the US. You're saving $50 there as well. Don't forget though, you can use your Club Inspired discount with all the prices we bring you here on Crafters TV. If you're not familiar with Club Inspired, then here's Sarah to run you through the details.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
All the details there of Club Inspire. Take advantage of those great discounts as well, and loads of great reasons to be part of our club. Now, should we just have a little bit of a recap of what you've seen already in this show? I know Sara's got another demonstration that she'd like to do for us, just squeezing in another one there before the end. So this is the best way for you to get the best value on this show, and it's to get the whole collection of our favour boxes. In here you've got, of course, the honeycomb, you've got the gift carton box, you've got the bonbon box and the trinket box as well. £100 or $120. As you just saw there, of course, you can use your Club Inspire discount with that too. And everyone's going to get free shipping and handling and free postage and packaging on that too, which is always lovely. Now, we've got some great sentiment dies for you on the show. 3 different ways of getting these. A third of the stock of this one has sold out and gone. £13.50 or $17.50 to get those 3. Another option for you is these ones just here, as you can see, £12.50 for that one, $17 if you'd like to get that one, saving a quarter. One more option on these for you as well, $13.50 or $17.50. This one is the busiest, approaching half the stock of this one has gone. However, if you want even better value, get them all together and it gets even better. So you can get all 9 of these for £34.50 or $42. It's like we take another £5 or $10 off compared to when you bought the 3 individual selections. Now, the glues. Really busy. These are not going to hang around. We sold thousands of this deal on Thursday. We didn't think that we could bring this back, but in essence what you're doing is you're buying the tacky glue and we're giving you the Call-Out all-purpose glue free of charge, which is fantastic. You can definitely multi-order on these if you want to as well. Put 3, 4, 5 of these in your basket. More of you multi-ordering than not on that deal today, which is great. Now, a wonderful deal for you on a load of cardstock over on the website. It's a mix and match, and we've still got some of the A3 in stock. It did go in the pastels just for the show. It's always very busy. Sells out all the time. 4 for £30 or $42. So that's the A3 Hints of Silver. Now, if you wanted to, there's nothing just to stop you for going for 4 of the A3 Hints of Silver. That's what a lot of you are doing, I'm hearing. Or we've also got as well loads of other card packs. There's luxury card pack over there as well with our glitter and our mirror and our matte mirror. We've got the beautiful pastels here too. This one always so incredibly popular. I remember Centura Pearl is that premium quality cardstock that we bring you. Very busy across all of those. Loads of you still commenting along. Lots of you still talking about a lot of food as well. But keep getting any questions or comments in that you have. I'm sneak peeking softer side for tomorrow, says LJ. I'm guessing those deals have gone live already on the website. I hope you leave some stock for us for tomorrow's show. The fabrics are lovely for tomorrow. I think she's talking about the Liberty fabrics that are over over on the website as well. We've got some very high-end premium fabric on the show tomorrow, which I know you're going to absolutely love.
Now, we would have, wouldn't we? The week that Leanne gets to come and do my softer side, she of course, she's demanding the Liberty fabric, darling. We have to have the very posh, very fancy stuff. Yes, Leanne's on softer. That's my Queen's English posh talking. Leanne's on softer side tomorrow, so make sure you tune in for that because Leanne's a fantastic sewist. Right, what I wanted to do is I did say if I squeezed in time at the end, I'd come back and show you how to do the little acetate box. So I've got some great hints and tips for if you're doing acetate. This is the acetate that's in the show that comes in with the big bundles. They're heat resistant, so it's brilliant for you to heat emboss onto as well. Now, a bit of a tip. What I want you to do is I want you to cut it into your metal plate, but I find it's much easier if you cut into your metal plate, but also cut through a sheet of card at the same time. So I've got my acetate on there, and then I've got a piece of card, and I'm going to go through, obviously, metal plate is going to go onto your cutting plate, and then you're going to put your clear, your magnetic, and then your top plate. So you're basically making a full sandwich up, but you've got the acetate. I haven't knocked that over. Nope, you've got your acetate in there, but you're going through the acetate and then through the cardstock. So basically, you'll get it like a twofer. So you'll get your base cardstock cut out at the same time as the acetate. To be honest, you can cut through 2 sheets of acetate as well because it's not too thick. We do a construction acetate on the website at the moment as well. If you want on the website, it's out of stock at the moment. We're just waiting for our stock to come in. So if you like a really thick acetate, the construction acetate is going to be brilliant. We are getting some of that back. I'm hoping we might have some construction acetate next week. But this box here is made with the heat resistant acetate. It's got the added benefit of being able to heat emboss onto it as well. So it is a brilliant all-round acetate. Now let's have a little look. Can you see? Cut this out, perfect. And then the same with my lid. There's the base and the lid.
I love that you say, can you see? I'm like, no, I can't see it all.
I can't see it all. Not a clue. And then look, you've got another piece ready to go for another box there as well. So that'll go to one side. If I take that, here we go. If I look at this, can you see I'm going to fold this over, and the great thing about the acetate is it really creases lovely in between your fingernails. So just giving that a really nice crease over, and I'm going to use that red liner tape to stick. Can you see I've done 2 here. I've already cut the other one out, so I'm going to use the red liner. I'm struggling to see it. You might be better off, on the close-up instead of my overhead. You might be able to see a bit more what I'm doing.
I can just about see it because you've got that glass cutting mat behind. Talking of the glass cutting mat, it is available on the show as well. You can go for that. It is UK only, I believe, the deal that we've got on the show today. But if you want to grab it, absolutely you can. As you can see there, it was $21.99 down to $17.59 in the UK. So definitely stock up on that. That's great for just protecting your work surface as well. And also, there's so many measurements on there, isn't there, Sarah?
Oh yeah, to be honest, if you aren't already working on one of our glass cutting mats, then you just need to go and get one. And I'm really sorry for those of you watching in the US who are saying, we know and we can't get it. Just because of the sheer cost of shipping at the moment, we aren't able to ship this all the way over to the US. If you go and have a look though, HSN does have them in stock, and they're obviously shipping from their US based warehouses. So go and get your glass cutting mat either from here or from HSN if you want to go and get one. It not only protects the surface, it's just a brilliant base to work from. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some tacky glue. Because the tacky glue will dry clear, I'm going to use tacky glue all over the base there, and I'm going to maneuver these 2 into position. Before I do, I'm just going to peel off the tape. So can you see that piece goes into there, and that red liner tape, obviously it's invisible, but it's just going to look really, it's just going to give such a strong kind of, such a strong stick as it goes on. And then I'm going to do the same with this one here, just peel that off and get that stuck into place. I'm so pleased I have had time to do this extra demo because I do love the chance to make one out of acetate for you. So there we go, get my other 2 bits of the base. Do you know, it's amazing how actually easy it is to peel off the backing from the red liner tape. Generally, it's a bit of a nightmare peeling, backing off, but actually the red lining isn't too bad. So there we go. Next one goes on there. So we're going to get that one stuck into place as well. And then I'm going to do the exact same over here. That goes inside. So there is the base part made. And obviously, yes, it looks ridiculous with all that glue in the base at the moment. However, the tacky glue will dry perfectly clear and you'll get this really nice, strong base. So there's the base of our box. Yep, that makes sense. Just ignore the fact that you've got, it's not a very pretty one to demonstrate this, but it's a lovely one to be able to do. Then I'm going to do exactly the same with my lid. So can you see I'm just folding and creasing over all of these pieces. And if you've got the boxes and you've tried on some acetate, oh, please let us know in the comments, because I'd love to know that people have been trying this. Doing them with acetate is my favourite. I love to be able to see in them. I don't do many completely with acetate. I do a lot like that, like this box that I showed you, where we put a little bit of acetate inside it. I do that a lot so that you can see into it. I do love Joe's idea though of not putting acetate in, and then you can use it if you want, like, have smellies. If you do soaps or salts or bath salts like I was doing, anything like that, smellies are going to be absolutely perfect in these. And then you see I'm going to stick this down. Notice what I'm doing every time is I'm going right up against the score line. So I'll show you that. I'll see if I can show you a little bit closer up there. Here we go. Right, you're going to go along here, right? So we're going right up against where the score line is, and then I'm going to go right down the base of this score line too. So just trimming off the excess. It's easy to stick it in one piece and then come and just trim out the extra red line tape that you don't need. Yeah, does that make sense? You're going to do it all in one piece through and then trim out the extras. And then these here, we're going to do this, and we're going to peel these off. And we're going to stick, remember how this worked? You stuck the two together over the top first, and I think I'm going to use red liner for that as well, just so that you can see it a little bit easier instead of me using the tacky glue.
We've got that red liner tape on the show. Don't forget, £4 or $8 gets you both rolls. So you've got the two different thicknesses there. You've got the 3mm and you've got the 6mm as well. And as well, great to have this alongside your other wet glues and your tape pens. There's kind of a place for all of our different adhesives, wouldn't you say so, Sarah, in the craft room?
Yeah, do you know, we only sell and bring what we use a lot. And you know, if we didn't feel like it was a necessary addition to your craft stash, we wouldn't bother selling it, because you would see we wouldn't be using it on the show. But if you see, there's different adhesives for different purposes, and this one is absolutely the red liner. When it comes to acetate, the red liner is absolutely the one to go for. It just gives you that lovely, really professional finish on it.
Fantastic. Getting very, very busy as we move towards the end of this show. I will give you a recap on some of those busiest craft file items at the end of this show. Don't forget as well, Monday Makers still to come. This bank holiday Monday. It's a bank holiday. I always forget that it's a bank holiday because we're always at work on a bank holiday. We love being with you here. And don't forget now, we're here with you 7 days a week. It's every day's a Joe day at the moment. We're here with you every single day, Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. in the UK, which is 6 a.m. and 11 a.m. On the East Coast. On a Saturday, we're here with you at 11 a.m. UK time, so 6 a.m. East Coast. And then on Sundays, I'll be back with an hour, that brand new Second Chance Sunday show, which will be here at 4 p.m. in the UK, 11 a.m. on the East Coast. Now, the honeycomb box, I need to give you another update on that. 60% of the stock has gone individually on this one. When it sells out individually or in the 2 for $50, it will be, of course, in that larger bundle. But if you want to get it as 2 for £50 or $60, then you'll need to be quick for it. Remember as well, so many more of you watch these shows back after they've aired, tens of thousands, in fact, a lot of the time. So definitely check the website for the stock situation and see to make sure that your favourite one is still there in stock. That looks beautiful, Sarah.
Yeah, well, I know obviously we've still got a wet glue base, but when that dries, you can see
that'll be clear, will it?
That'll dry completely clear. And then I've done the lid with no glue and done it all with that tape, so that's going to dry perfect. It's a little bit difficult for you to see. If I just bring in the other one that had been done, how gorgeous is this one? Just with a few little flowers on the top. They look gorgeous. And the acetate ones are brilliant. And that acetate that comes in the kit is fantastic to do this with. But remember the little tip I told you about? Cut through the acetate and a sheet of cardstock at the same time, or a couple of sheets of copy paper if you're just in for scrap, and that'll work out perfectly well. So yes, so that's it. I managed to get all the favour boxes done, Joe, and a bonus one out of the acetate, and I've still left you 5 minutes at the end to run through your craft vault again.
Oh, fantastic. You are so good to me, Sarah. You really are. Sarah, it's been a pleasure to spend a couple of hours with you. Should we do it again at 4 o'clock? How do you feel about that?
Absolutely. Monday Makers is going to be a treat this week. I'm very excited about it.
It will. There's lots of great things on that show, so you want to make sure you join us for that later. Don't miss out on the favour boxes, of course, all in stock at the moment. So it means you can either go for these in that 2 for £50 or £60, or what you can do, of course, is go for the whole collection, get the Centura Pearl and that heat resistant acetate included in there for you as well. But let's go for a craft vault recap, if you will, because we did do it at halfway, but I want to just recap some of the things that are very, very busy in this craft vault. Now, I'm going to firstly start with this one here, which is from our Enchanted Christmas range, and it is the Winter Wonderland. Now, this is great. It's a stamp and die set. You're loving this. You've got the words magical, winter and sparkle, but then what you've got are all of those different stamps in there which allow you to customise your sentiments. You've got wishing you Christmas all the way, wishes, hope your day is this Christmas, and Wonderland as well. Now, a third of the stock of this one has gone £6.49 or $8.47 to get that one. It's a half price deal, as is all of the craft vault today. Now, is it the festive pine one that was busy? Yes, thought it was. Now, this is a festive pine embossing folder. Lots that you can do with these. Remember, it's our 3D embossing folders, so it means they add such amount of depth and texture to the cardstock when you use them. This is the kind of thing you're going to be able to create. So you can see here, just with a bit of gilding wax in the bottom, with gilding wax and a little bit of colour added into there as well, and then pop this onto. The great thing about this is, on a very simple card, what you're then going to have is that. So you can see it means that it's very, very straightforward. It would be very easy to batch make a whole host of cards there. That's just been embossed and then just sanded back slightly, which is fantastic. Right, also, I need to show you as well, is our floral stamp, the layering stamps. This one is going absolutely bonkers on the website because there's so many different ways you can use it. Now, you've actually got 3 different stamps in here that you can use individually, or you can layer them up to create all of these different designs and feels. Or what you do is use them all together and you create this really nice, big sort of dense, lush stamped effect afterwards, if you will. Really great. Still do all the other techniques that you can do with your stamps, like your heat embossing, your resist techniques. You can do it with our layering stamps as well. Now, one last one to show you as well. The Normandy frame, very busy on this. Now, this is a cut and emboss folder, so it means that it's in one of our wonderful embossing folders, but with a die embedded into it. Almost half the stock of this one has gone. There's a kind of idea of what you can do with it. Great for scrapbooking, wonderful for creating the focal point for a sentiment maybe as well. £6.49 or $8.47 if you would like to go for that one. Right, very, very busy across everything you've seen in the show. Don't forget about the glues in the masterclass. It was very, very busy for those. Remember as well your craft vault and also that great deal on those boxes too. Sarah, it was a pleasure to spend the morning into the afternoon with you. I'll be back with Sarah in a few hours time for Monday Makers. So have a great day, whatever you're up to, and see you back here in a few hours. Take care.